Joining us now is Major John Spencer. He's the chair of Urban Warfare Studies at the Modern War Institute at West Point. He is also the host of the Urban Warfare Project podcast. John, it's good to have you here. Appreciate it very much. I was curious, and this is what you study, as this fight gets deeper into the cities, urban warfare, that seems like it's a whole new challenge for Israel.
I mean, it's the hardest type of warfare any military can fight. Israel is specifically designed for it, but it's still, there's no way around the distinct advantages Hamas has in that urban terrain, especially underground, that's going to cause Israel to pay a high cost. And unfortunately, the civilian casualties are a part of that, as Hamas is the textbook of using human shields, wanting their civilians to die, so just to complicate that situation. But it's combat in hell for a reason.
These tunnels that we hear so much about, have they been able to map them out? Do you think there's still a lot of tunnels, especially as they get into these deeper city areas, that they don't know about in terms of the Israeli forces?
For sure. I mean, the number's over 800 tunnel entrances they've found. I think it's actually surpassing what we thought were there. 300 miles, 15 feet to 300 feet underground. I think they're discovering more than them or other intelligence agencies believed was there. I mean, Hamas has spent decades not building infrastructure for the citizens, not building a better life, but building underground military tunnel networks.
Before the terror attack, I was always under the assumption that, Israel had like the best intelligence in the world. That's just what I always thought, that they had the best military and that they had the best intelligence. And just the fact that I would have assumed they knew where all these tunnels were, that they were watching everything, that they had spies, that they had cameras, that they had satellites. I mean, are you surprised that it seems like this is a tough battle?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised about that the IDF so far. I thought it would be a much worse battle for them in order to do this. I thought they'd lose hundreds of soldiers by now. And they're, every one of them is a loss. But normally, the advantages that Hamas would have for decades of being able to dig, you can put an all-seeing eye, but Israel pulled out in 2005. Hamas has been able to prepare. And they actually didn't show up on the battlefield, although they're under the tunnels and they are sacrificing civilians and forcing civilians to die. But they haven't really defended the terrain very well. Israel is actually moving at a pace I didn't think they would move at.
I think so many people forget what started this, with the terror attack by Hamas. And there is video of what happened that has not been made public, which I think is probably for good reason. I mean, people see people die, it's graphic, but you can actually go and view this video at the embassy with permission, and you did that.
I did.
I can't even imagine what you saw. I mean, I read you had a really incredible tweet thread.
Yeah.
But the detail is horrific.
It is, and I've seen evil. I've seen evil in the Middle East, in Ukraine, firsthand. I've faced men who are evil. I've just never seen that type of evil at that scale. Thousands, literally thousands of men enjoying what they were doing. It's almost like Hamas released 1,000 Jeffrey Dahmers into southern Israel, and they're massacring babies and cutting off heads, and the detail is horrific. I understand why now. I didn't at first, why Israel is keeping this video so close hold. But if people don't believe, then they're on a different planet. These are Hamas videos. These aren't IDF videos. This is what Hamas wanted the world to see, and Israel, rightfully so, isn't allowing that to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about, because in one sense, you almost want people to see that
That's
video
right.
who aren't believing what's really going on. But at the same time, you feel for the families. I mean, that shouldn't be just out there.
Right, I wouldn't want it if it was my children. And that's really, as a father now, seeing some of this happen, kids with pajamas, just like my daughter wears, laying there covered in blood, just slaughtered, walking up and shooting them. I understand now.
Yeah, it's awful. Well, John, we appreciate you coming on, helping break it down for us. It seems like, unfortunately, this is going to be ongoing for quite some time, so we'll lean on your expertise.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Okay.